In this demonstration, we'll show how easy it is to streamline your layout process and instill design confidence in your manufacturing process design. Shown here, we have a representation of a proposed new manufacturing area within AutoCAD. The AutoCAD blocks here represent a basic footprint of some CNC and washing equipment we require to manufacture our new part. The ProModel Interface consists of a tab on the ribbon bar and panels that act as a browser for the manufacturing process. We'll add our locations by simply picking the blocks. ProModel now understands the workstations where processes will occur. Next, we'll add an entity, which is the part or assembly that we would be processing through our simulation. We can handle multiple products through here, but for this demonstration, we'll show one part. We can add initial costing for the part, and because this is in AutoCAD, we can provide a size envelope and basic shape to our entity. Once we have these two process elements, we can now assign a flow of the part through our process. We'll simply select the order in which we want the part to flow through, from start to finish. We'll take a look at the process sheet that defines the equipment that we want to use, and a rough idea of the times for each operation. Right-clicking in the time field allows us access to all of the standard distributions commonly used by industrial engineers. We will select a normal distribution in this case, and fill in our numbers. Distributions provide variability, so the timings are more real-life. On the other stations, we'll put in static numbers. We can always add distributions later. We can now test the flow of the simulated system by selecting Run from the ribbon. We see the yellow squares representing the part moving from station to station, and we can control the display speed by using the slider in the ribbon. A clock in the upper right tells us where we are in the 40-hour simulation run. From here, we can get a dashboard of information related to the simulation that was just executed. We can see that we get 477 parts through the system in 40 hours, and get an idea of what is occurring. Let's now go back to the CAD model, and further refine it. Let's improve the spatial representation of the equipment. We'll utilize the Autodesk Factory Design utility to provide us with accurate representations of the machines. You can also search for equipment, and the selected AutoCAD blocks are now factory objects. We can manipulate these like we would any other AutoCAD object. Notice also, if we move an object, the path for the routing stays attached. There is no cleanup required, saving both time and increasing accuracy. Here, since we have a pit between these two machines, we can't locate them right next to each other, so our solution is to add a conveyor to move the parts from operation to operation. Using the factory tools, select the appropriate conveyor and place them easily into the layout. Notice how they snap together like magnets. We'll add some ball transfer conveyors too. Now, let's go to the simulation browser and modify our routing. We'll need to add the conveyors as a simulation object, so we can control their speed and direction. Next, we'll add the ball transfer tables as locations as well. With the Flows panel, we adjust our flow accordingly, by adding in the ball transfer tables and the conveyors into the flow. The browser makes it easy to understand how the parts flow throughout the entire process. Because we used factory design utilities objects. 3D is a click away. Our model opens in Inventor, and we now have a 3D viewable that can be used to further our design in the 3D environment. Selecting the Simulate button from the Inventor ribbon, it automatically launches the 3D version of the simulation, allowing us to better communicate our design. Checking our output dashboard, we can see that 322 parts go through this modified system as compared to the original 477. This is due to both the human operators and the added conveyor. We can also see how our people are utilized easily. The combination of ProModel AutoCAD Edition and the factory design utilities allows teams to easily create better collaboration and communication. More importantly, with confidence. Data to support new ideas to execute on, will support your organizational performance.